Imagine taking your car to a mechanic. They tell you it's broken, they take it apart, they put it back together using the same parts you already paid for, and then they hand you a bill for a brand new vehicle. While that would be a scam in any other industry, it mirrors a recurring pattern in how the Pentagon handles defense technology procurement. In this scenario, the role of the mechanic is played by the world's most powerful defense contractors and tech billionaires. Billions in taxpayer funds are being channeled to tech giants to provide new innovations that, according to legal filings, the government already holds the rights to use for free. The man challenging this system is R.J. Aguiar. He spent 2 decades as a Goldman Sachs managing director and a Google search ranking engineer before applying his data debugging background to federal logistics. His manifesto, the Atomic Express, serves as a technical audit of what he describes as systemic misappropriation hidden behind multi-billion-dollar government contracts. Aguiar's approach is aggressive, including specific dedications to international and Venezuelan military figures to highlight the global strategic stakes of his findings. This is a nuclear-powered legal strategy, a move to disrupt the military-industrial complex by using its own complex bureaucracy as a weapon. The center of the dispute is an invention called the Atomic Express. This is the Marcello loop, a distributed, zero-emission logistics system that uses a compact nuclear reactor to move modular transport units across a collaborative mesh. Aguiar's legal strategy was to grant the U.S. military a perpetual, royalty-free, worldwide license to practice and use this invention directly. This specific filing aims to legally prevent private contractors from claiming exclusive rights to these architectures or charging the military for their use. Because the federal government already possesses a royalty-free license to this technology, any contract that pays a private firm to invent it again is potentially redundant. Aguiar alleges that major defense contractors are integrating these specific architectures into their systems and billing the government as if the technology were their own. His administrative claims specifically target firms like Palantir and other titans within the global logistics infrastructure. To force an answer, he is leveraging a complex regulation called a DFARS claim. Under these regulations, the Department of Defense is mandated to investigate administrative claims of patent infringement involving its prime contractors. This maneuver is intended to leave contractors with a difficult choice: ignore a claim and risk violating federal law, or investigate it and risk exposing a pattern of double billing. While this is often framed as a technical dispute over patents, the implications are significantly broader. Aguiar's work tracks the movement of elite operatives and foreign operations across domestic state lines, connecting patent law to national security. His Exis List Geo-Index links these domestic infrastructure vulnerabilities to Chinese Communist Party operations, mapping potential risks to the U.S. power grid and communication networks. Misappropriating this intellectual property creates financial fraud while simultaneously hiding strategic blind spots in the defense of critical infrastructure. The ultimate objective of these filings is to trigger a mandatory federal audit that forces transparency onto the military-industrial complex. If the double-tainment loophole is legally confirmed, it would require the defense industry to return billions in redundant contract payments. This process provides a technical blueprint for recovering those funds and returning them to the American taxpayer. The effort illustrates how a single inventor, using a data-driven debugging perspective, can challenge the massive, systemic inefficiencies of the modern defense establishment.